You want to start this too? My camp continues. My team all good.
We've been doing some good training out in Spain, and I think he's one of the best in the world. Not I think, he is one of the best in the world. And it's not all down to him, it's also down to his team.
And Terence, it's great boxing.
Oleksandr Usyk finally breaks his silence, but not with soft praise. Stepping out of a dimly lit gym, he issues a warning. Anthony Joshua isn't just impressive, he's a nightmare waiting to happen. Usyk describes Joshua's defense as suffocating, his power terrifying, and his work ethic on a completely different level. And the irony? Jake Paul is about to walk straight into that nightmare. And this was only the beginning.
Wow.
Friend, but it's crazy, man. Listen, I say.
Jake Paul tries to smile under the studio lights, but there's a moment, just one, where nerves crack through. He admits Anthony Joshua knocks guys out in seconds. He names the legends, Klitschko, Usyk, Ruiz, Ngannou, and the room falls silent. Jake even confesses the hardest punch he's ever witnessed made him a little scared. And trust me, when the real footage dropped, everything changed.
Fights that have literally ended in seconds. He's fought legends, Klitschko, Usyk, Ruiz, Ngannou.
Biggest shot I have seen live.
I'm not gonna lie.
Tyson Fury enters the interview smirking, then drops a bomb that freezes the panel. Jake Paul might knock out Anthony Joshua. The shock is instant. Fury calls Joshua a spent force and praises Jake's new bulked-up look. But everyone watching knows this is psychological warfare. Behind the scenes, coaches whisper the truth. Joshua's power and experience are the kind Jake Paul doesn't survive. Before we continue, stick with us. This story gets even darker.
I don't know about tune-up. I think Jake Paul knocks him out.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Why so? What impresses you about Jake Paul?
I just think Jake Paul would knock AJ out. I think AJ's a spent force, and I think Jake Paul's on the rise. And I like his new heavyweight.
Johnny Nelson leans forward like someone who's watched too many careers end early. He says Joshua is operating on a completely different level, a level Jake Paul has never experienced. He warns this fight could be Jake's new ending. Even Wilder's comments echo the fear pros feel around Joshua. Jake isn't stepping into a match, he's stepping into a storm. And this was just the trailer. The real scene is coming.
This is the new Anthony Joshua.
I like this. I like this. Listen, so you hear the likes of what Wilder has to say, Fury has to say, White has to say. These men are raw. You're thinking.
Derek Chisora doesn't sugarcoat anything. In a gritty locker room interview, he warns Joshua to give Jake Paul 0 chances. One mistake and things get ugly fast. But Chisora expects this fight to last 3 rounds at most. Jake Paul isn't facing a celebrity opponent. He's walking into the path of a heavyweight destroyer. If you're still here, hit that like button, because what comes next is unbelievable.
But I will say this to AJ. Don't let that guy knock you out, because that will be fucking nightmares forever. But 1 or 2, put it this way, AJ has to kill him.
Tyson Fury once dismissed Joshua. But after watching his newest training footage, even Fury looks stunned. He calls Joshua scary strong. His punches echo like gunshots against the pads. Jake Paul isn't preparing for a fight. He's preparing to survive a man who looks more dangerous than ever. And we're still just scratching the surface.
Shockingly terrible. Yeah, shockingly, yeah. Down. Very much down. Can't shake it. Can't shake it.
Frank Warren stands beside the ropes and says something brutally honest. Joshua is the massive favorite, and anyone with eyes can see why. A natural heavyweight, 2-time world champion, Olympic gold medalist, versus Jake Paul, who has just 12 fights. The gap is massive, and everyone knows it. This isn't a matchup. This is a reality check waiting to explode. But when leaked audio came out of Joshua's camp, everything shifted.
AJ's a massive favourite. He's a natural heavyweight, two-time world champion, Olympic gold medalist. We all seen him. He can punch, he can bang. You see what he done to Ngannou. Jake Paul, I don't think he's had amateur experience. He's had 12 fights, I think.
Anthony Joshua finally speaks, and the calm in his voice is more chilling than anger. He says he'll hit Jake Paul with punches he's never felt, using techniques Jake has never seen. Every move Jake makes will be tested by a master of the craft. Joshua promises dominance, and the look in his eyes tells you he means every word.
I'm going to land heavy punches, and I'm going to make sure I'm going to expose him to certain tricks in boxing that he may not have seen yet, and I'm going to bring him to another school of boxing that I don't think he's been exposed to yet.
David Benavidez doesn't waste time. He says Anthony Joshua is Anthony Joshua, as if that alone explains the danger. And it does. He reminds everyone how inexperienced fighters get exposed instantly by Joshua's timing, power, and IQ. The last untested opponent learned that the hard way, and Jake Paul is walking into the same trap. Subscribe now, because the twist coming next will shock you.
Anthony Joshua is Anthony Joshua. You know, he's multiple-time champion, Olympic gold medalist. You know what I mean? The last time somebody stepped in the ring with him that didn't have that much boxing experience was Ngannou, and you've seen what happened to him.
Spencer Oliver delivers a statement that chills the entire room. God help Jake Paul, because Anthony Joshua is on another level. He points to Joshua icing Ngannou in minutes, while Jake struggled with Tommy Fury. Oliver warns that Joshua punishes every mistake. Jake isn't just outmatched. He's in a division where giants rule and pretenders fall hard. And then comes the moment that flips the entire story.
Or turns it into a little bit more of a sort of Jake LaMotta raging bull, holding him up for a few rounds and then knocking him out. Then people will forgive it. He'll get a big bag of money, which most people in the world would take, and move on. And then we'll see if he fights anybody meaningful in the year. I mean, it is like sport has become. And what I got my head around on Saturday night was the entertainment value of Conor Benn and Chris Eubank. The fight.
Eddie Hearn speaks like a man who's watched fighters get hurt for real. He says Joshua doesn't take it easy on anyone, not even a superstar like Jake Paul. Joshua's speed, power, and aggression make him a nightmare opponent. This isn't influencer boxing. This is a war Jake might not be ready for. One wrong step, and the lights go out.
It's a very dangerous night's work, and AJ will be, people say, oh, will he take it easy on it? AJ will be AJ. He don't mess around, he don't play with his food. He'll be going in there looking to take him out as soon as possible.
Spencer Oliver ends it all with a cold reality. Jake Paul may believe he can knock out Joshua, but belief won't save him. Joshua's experience, defense, timing, and power put him on a completely different level. Jake is about to face the harshest test of his life. Against a true champion, confidence turns into fear fast. This story is building toward its peak.